Good morning and welcome back to Appa's Kitchen. On the road here, I'm back in Tokyo, I'm in Shinjuku. This is Hanazono Shrine, which is really right in the heart of Shinjuku. Unfortunately, everybody knows about it, so it's a little crowded. I wasn't planning on coming here, and I wasn't planning on making a video, but I was walking by, I saw the cherry blossoms, and I just had to stop by. Good news is, I'm like a block away now. So I can come here early in the morning before, you know, who gets here. There are people wearing kimonos. Why? They're not Japanese. It's the thing to do. You come to Japan, you do the little, isn't that inappropriate? What is it called? Cultural appropriation. Anyway. Let's just say Appa's not in the best mood today. I had a really horrible experience. So I checked into my Airbnb yesterday and it stunk. It smelled like ass. It smelled like stinky feet that had been in the same shoes for a month. It smelled like wet dog, body odor. It was really bad, so I immediately contacted the host. They said, sorry, but the cleaner was there and there was no smell. I said, there is a smell, I have the window open. They said, try the deodorizing spray. There's a deodorizing spray above the washing machine. I said, I'm paying over $2,000 for 2 weeks and you're telling me to spray it and open the window? I don't think that that's acceptable. So they said, okay, what can we do? We can send the cleaner back. I said, I don't know how a cleaner can get rid of the smell. I mean, unless they were going to shampoo the carpet, because I told them I thought it was the carpet. Let's just say it was the worst Airbnb experience I've ever had. It's called Hotel Shu in Shinjuku, Gyoenmai. Don't stay there. The first time wasn't bad. I mean, the apartment was small, the bed was hard. You know, I could complain, but it was like, you know, what you get in Tokyo. But this experience, so the cleaner came, he said, oh yeah, I smell it. I smelled it as soon as I came in. He couldn't speak English, he spoke Chinese, so we're doing our own translating app. I smelled it as soon as I came in. We got down on the floor, like smelling. I smelled the chair didn't smell, the bed didn't smell. It seemed to be the carpet. We got down on the floor and he smelled it. He said, yeah, I smelled it. Several times he said it. He apologized. He went and got more deodorizing spray. So I said, okay, you know, what can I do? I'll spray it again. I'll go out, leave the windows open, go out and eat. He asked, is there anything else I can do? I said, no, everything's okay. Meaning everything's okay right now, because what else could we do? I got back from dinner. I messaged him again. It still smells. Do you have any other units available? No. So then I contacted Airbnb support. And they said, request a refund. So I did. I told them I requested a refund. We went back and forth. Then they started saying, well, the cleaner said he didn't smell anything. The cleaner said it was coming from outside. I said, the cleaner said none of that. The cleaner told me that he smelled it. He apologized. He got more deodorizing spray. They said, you told him everything was okay. So we thought the case was closed. But we consider the case closed. And then they sent me a screenshot of his translation app. This is what he did the last thing before he left. He said, is there anything else? I had already told him. But he said, is there anything else I can do on his translator app? Recorded me saying, no, everything is okay. And then took a screenshot of that and sent that to them. So now they had proof that I said everything was okay. Well, guess what? Maybe I said everything was okay, but now I'm telling you everything is not okay. So I'm changing my story. Like, what do you think? I'm trying to get over on you? The last thing I wanted to do after traveling from Nagoya was to have to deal with an Airbnb issue. The last thing I wanted to do was have to try to find a new Airbnb. So they said, okay, we can refund the remaining nights. They sent me a request for change, which I was supposed to approve. I said, so it was just going to be, I was reserving it for one night. I said, so when do I have to check out? They said by 10 a.m. I said, so you're not giving me any extra time to find a place? They said, no, we're sorry, because we'll have other guests checking in. I said, really? If I check out at 10, you're going to have other guests coming here tomorrow that fast? So now I'm like beginning to lose it. So they withdrew that request, that option. They withdrew it. I could see request withdrawn. I said, so now what's going on? Well, we offered you a solution and you didn't accept it, and now you're giving us a bad review. So now they're being petulant. So I said, this is the worst experience I've ever had. You're a terrible host. It's the worst Airbnb. So then I didn't have any place to go. How am I going to accept? Okay, I'm going to check out tomorrow at 10 a.m. I don't have any place to go. I had looked. There were a few options, but I was looking for some reason starting on Sunday, not today. So I said, okay, fine. Send me that option again. So they sent me another little link to request a change of reservation. I completed it. I requested a change of reservation, and then they declined it. Now they're playing games. I was so furious. But you know, I'm an ex-pilgrim now, so I was keeping my cool. But I wasn't gonna back down. I called long story short, I called Airbnb support, and they got me a refund for the remaining nights. So now I'm fighting to get a refund for the first night, because I ended up finding a place. I thought, why look from Saturday on? I didn't want to sleep there last night. So I found a place from yesterday that was available. It looked decent. It was a little bit more expensive, but I thought, all right, I'm getting a refund. So I moved. I didn't message them until this morning, but I messaged them this morning. I said I didn't stay at your place last night. So now I'm trying with Airbnb to get the extra that I paid for last night to get that refunded too, because I don't think I should have to pay. ChatGPT's helping me, so we got all the legalese and their air cover policy and all this other stuff. So wish me luck. Anyway, I'm at Isetan now. I'm shopping for cologne. It's always good to have a project when you travel. That's a tip from Mama's Kitchen. So I'm looking for cologne that smells like incense. I had a long story that I told and I deleted it. Anyway, that's what we're doing. We're looking for cologne that smells like incense. Gemini is helping me this time. Told me there's something called Kyobi from Nippon Kodo, which is a Japan incense maker. And they have a specialty line of cologne. It smells like incense. Because as an ex-pilgrim, I need to smell like a temple everywhere I go. I just love the smell. So it's fun. It's fun, like having these little projects, and I'm bothering everybody. Everybody at Isetan knows me now. And I'm finding out a lot of things. There's an information counter where they speak English. There are all these different departments, tax-free, and all kinds of things. So let's check it out. We're going to a place called Seed. It's not the fragrance section. Alright, so now I'm on the 6th floor, going to tax-free to get my tax refunded. It's so funny. This is a really fancy department store. It's huge. Oh my god, they're so funny. So it's kind of like duty free. So they put it in a plastic bag. I'm not allowed to open it until I get home. Like, how are they gonna know? I don't need to open it, but it's just funny. So I got $1,900. I got 1,900 yen back. So it's enough for lunch. I'm gonna go up to the top floor. Oh, I'm on the top floor. Yeah, there are lines already. Jesus, it's only 11:30. Let's see what they have here for lunch. I've been here before. Aglio. Look at these lines. Pasta. Pizza Esther. Papa doesn't do lines. I'll come back on another day. This place doesn't have a line. Well, a little line. Korean bibimbap. This has a lunch set. Casual restaurant. Steak. It's too crowded up here. I'm gonna walk around my neighborhood. Oh shoot, I missed the elevator. I'll walk around my neighborhood, take the escalator down. This one. Alright, so I'm in this little back alley place behind Isetan, on the side of Isetan. I think I've eaten at this Elsa Trattoria before. There's a Korean barbecue place, which I don't really want. But let's see what else they got back here. Kind of in the mood for pasta. They have a lunch set. Rice and fries. Today's pasta, salad, soup. Today's pasta is that. I don't know what that is. And this menu. Cured ham and bacon, sausage and eggplant, vongole rosso, eggplant and mozzarella, carbonara, and daikon and squid, salmon and spinach. We have oil sauce shrimp and cabbage, vongole bianco, bacon and mushroom. Really appeal to me. I love these little back alleys, but I don't think it's the best place to find food. What's this? Oh my god, this little monster. Sorry. That's why you usually get Korean barbecue. The only thing I know for sure is this Thai restaurant. But they're always so busy, especially on the weekend. What's this? this. Oh my God, it's coming this way. Alright, so I'm getting the pizza lanci, quattro formaggi, has gorgonzola, yummy, mozzarella, parmigiano, cheddar. Alright, quattro formaggio, and honey. Pure comfort food. You need it. Alright, well that was good. A cute place. I'm gonna go back. It's so funny. They put me next to the water station, so every time I was trying to film, somebody was standing there filling up glasses of water. So you lost out, viewer, of my experience of chewing. It was really good pizza. So they were just always there. I finished and I had a couple pieces of crust on my plate, and she's like, "Can I take that?" And as soon as I finished the salad, they grabbed the plate. I finished, I was ready to pay. I looked, she was right there. I said, "You're always right here." She didn't understand what I was saying. Oh, that's a cute place. What is this? Good wine. That looks like a bar. Alright, look at this place. We have a wine menu, beer, cocktails right here on the street. Agallo. Happy hour. It's cute. And you know what I'm going to do? I passed this really cute little coffee shop. I'm going to go back and see if I can find it. Have a nice coffee. It's kind of open air, very chill. It's probably packed now, but... Alright, so anyway, really good place. So I asked her, "What do you recommend?" She said, "We have the best pizza." I said, "Yeah, the pizza was good." So, add one more place to the list in the neighborhood. So let me tell you about Airbnb now. I'm trying to get back what I paid for last night at the stinky place that I checked out on. So they wanted a copy of the receipt, proof that I'm renting something now. So I'm looking at it. She sent me a request for a change last night. I was on the phone with Airbnb support. I was trying to deal with this other issue. And I noticed there's a message from my current host, change request. And it's just like, okay, I approved it. I didn't know what it was. I got 14 cents back. What she did was she changed my reservation from March 27th to April 8th to March 27th to March 28th. She made it a one-night reservation. There was this long message that I needed to see, but she sent it. She told me to look at it again today. I think she sent it again. It said it was actually. She probably sends this to everybody. She does this scam with everybody. So it's so that they can get paid faster. So I've been chatting with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is like, that leaves you unprotected because, first of all, she could rent the place again, or if there's an issue, it just shows that you were only there for one night. I swear to God, you just wouldn't think of it. Oh wait, going this way. You wouldn't think of it with Japanese being scammers, but because there's so many rules here. But this Airbnb business here, definitely, oh, okay. I know where I am, where I want to go. So scammers, watch out for them. I've never encountered this in any other country. Last year I had an issue because the place that I checked into didn't have an elevator. It was on the 5th floor. My back was killing me the entire time I was here because I had to drag my suitcase up 5 floors of stairs. They said, well, no Japanese apartment buildings have elevators. That's not true. So I ended up being able to change that reservation. That reservation was for 2 months. I was able to get out of it after a month and moved to another place that was on the 2nd floor. But these are businesses. You know, a lot of Airbnbs, it's like somebody has an extra house, extra apartment. Sometimes they rent out their apartment. These are businesses. I think it's safer to stay in a hotel here. So my new Airbnb is right down this street. There's Hanazono Shrine right there. There's Formaggio is right over there. It's very convenient. So I passed this cute little coffee shop. And there's a lot of, so here, Via Inn, Shinjuku, a lot of like Airbnb type places. I guess that's a hotel. I think the sign at the coffee shop was in English. So maybe the throngs don't know about it. It's so hard to find a coffee shop. Look at this right here. Tables outside. Konnichiwa. Oh my god, this place is perfect. It's a hostel. There's nobody here. I got a table in the sun on a Saturday with coffee. It's a beautiful day. Alright, well that was good. Really nice little place. It's a youth hostel, or a hostel. Maybe not for youth. So great. I found a nice coffee shop. I found a little bar with outdoor seating. It's supposed to be a laundromat, right near my Airbnb. I go 7-Eleven right here. So I'm gonna end it here. That's first day back in Tokyo. I forget the name of that restaurant that I went to for lunch, but it's probably in the video somewhere if you're curious. Alright, Johnny, bye-bye.